What's up, guys? I'm Bryson,
I'm Cameron,
and you're watching.
the B and Cam podcast.
Bro, I've been waiting to start this off, bro. It's been years since I wanted to start a podcast, and now we're finally here, bro.
I know, man. After all that talk at the table about doing it, here we are finally doing it.
Second block, just second block alone made me want to do it, bro.
I know, dude. I know. Second block hailed some of our best conversations. So we decided, hey, this could be a podcast.
Exactly, bro. If we would have recorded that, we would have already been in good shape, bro. That would have been.
I know. We already have so much good content out.
We would have had hours of footage, bro. Hours.
It'd have been great. It'd have been great. But we are here now. That's what's important.
Exactly, bro. I'm gonna take a blast to the past and let's just talk about 80s rock, bro.
80s rock. Oh my gosh, dude. That's like I have a whole playlist dedicated to stuff like that.
Like, I'm talking prime days, like Motley Crue. What's another good band?
Not really, not necessarily a band, but the standalone man himself, Ozzy Osbourne. Although he played some of the 70s too.
My personal opinion with Ozzy Osbourne is I feel like his solo songs were way better than Black Sabbath alone.
Dude, that's not even a crazy take. That's not even a crazy take. I think a lot of his solo stuff is better than some of the actual Black Sabbath stuff, or Nazareth stuff for that matter too.
Yeah. The Motley Crue days were crazy. Have you ever watched The Dirt?
Yes, dude, they were absolute menaces.
I think it's insane that Nikki Sixx found Tommy Lee in a restaurant. Like his main drummer, iconic drummer, he found him in a restaurant.
Dude, you'll find some of the coolest people ever in just random places, dude. I swear you will.
The fact that Tommy Lee was a fan of Nikki Sixx as well. Like he just got back from a concert watching Nikki Sixx. You didn't know that?
I don't think I did know that actually. I didn't know he was a fan beforehand.
No, he used to Nikki Sixx used to be in a band called, I think it was London, pretty sure. And they were doing shows around that area. He took this girl out on a date to the concert and then went to the restaurant and saw Nikki Sixx there. I think this was right after he got in a fight with one of the members of that band. Nikki Sixx did.
I'll tell you a fun little story. See, I didn't get to see the entirety of The Dirt because I watched it all in I think my ninth grade earth science class.
Yeah, bro.
We'd all sit at the back table and we got through a good portion of it and then we had to go, of course. It was like a 2-hour long movie.
That's also very insane that they would let you watch that in class, because that's a very inappropriate movie, bro. Especially
I don't
for
know
ninth
about
graders.
I don't know about the word let us watch it. We just watched it on somebody's phone in the back corner.
Oh, I thought it was on the whiteboard and everybody could see
Oh no. We couldn't get through 15 minutes of that movie.
it. Just imagine the principal walks in at the start, bro. It's over.
Oh
It's over.
It would have cooked us. It would have cooked us alive. No. We sat we had a big table. Like I'm talking like it could fit about 7 or 8 people at it. And we popped up somebody's phone and that's how we watched most of it.
It's a really good movie. I watched it to go to sleep for at least 2 weeks straight after. My cousin actually showed me the movie. He came over for Thanksgiving break. I think it was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He came over for Thanksgiving break and he said, "You're going to watch this movie and it's going to be the best movie you've ever watched in your life." And I can't lie, he was probably right. It's definitely in one of my favorites.
Yeah, like top 5.
Yeah. The fact that Ozzy Osbourne snorted ants is wild.
Oh my. Yeah,
bro.
That happened.
Like, you think Motley Crue's punk and, they do some crazy stuff, and then you meet Ozzy Osbourne, and then it just makes them look innocent, bro.
There was levels to that stuff, man. There were levels.
Yeah.
He was up here.
Yeah, that was a crazy scene. I would have never expected that. Mick Mars, bro. He was a character too, but he was a strange character. He was not like a very wild one. He was just very calm and collected to himself. different from the entire band, bro. They was all
Wasn't he
partying,
like super old?
huh?
Wasn't he like old?
Yeah, he was older than all of them too, bro. So it just made it
Yeah.
a little bit different, bro. I think he was already struggling. He had like this disease where like it was like a bone disease, I think it was, where like his face started to
Yeah.
change slowly. Yeah. He carried that band, bro.
Now there is one thing about Motley Crue I will say. Like, okay, whenever I won't say they had the best vocalist of all time, but
No.
for the music type they did, it was good for that time and era. But like, if you went to a Motley Crue concert like now with like the guy singing, bro, he sounds terrible.
Yeah, and it's really aging too. That really does a lot to your voice, bro.
Yeah, it's killed him. I mean, after years of partying and drugs and singing and all that, it's
Yeah,
gonna take a toll on him.
It's gonna do damage, bro. Definitely.
Especially when you're not singing right. You gotta bring out like those raw vocals and stuff like
You
that.
gotta hit the
I know,
right notes as well. Yeah.
I know. And then you gotta. Well, I mean, look at Axl Rose, bro. Sounds like Mickey Mouse. I mean, it's got to do a number on you. 90s grunge bands.
90s grunge bands. I know a decent amount when it comes to this.
I also know. I know a lot, man. That's my jam. That's right up my alley.
Yeah. Nirvana, we got to start off, of course.
Nirvana, man.
I would say, yeah, the founding fathers of grunge, definitely, especially 90s
Yes.
grunge.
Oh, absolutely. Nirvana is probably my favorite band of all time. No, I would say they probably are. I had my replay on Apple Music, and they were my top, leading by like a couple hundred hours, not hours, minutes.
Yeah, that's insane. Kurt Cobain was a very good vocalist. In comparison to Vince and all them, like all the other lead singers of other bands, he was definitely one of the best, bro. Probably the best.
Yeah, I totally get that. I wouldn't say he was better than Lane Staley from Alice in Chains, because bro, that man's voice was majestic.
Rockstar.
But like, oh yeah, absolutely. Like the Seattle grunge bands were something different, Like, let's see here. I started listening to Nirvana when I was in, I think, 8th grade, and I can't remember what put me on it. I think I was just in health class, and I was just listening to whatever came on, and I was like, Nirvana. All right, let's listen to this. And I think the first time I listened to was Something in the Way, and it dragged me in to like
that's a good starter too. The first song I ever listened to by Nirvana, I was in, I think, 4th grade, and it was Smells Like Teen Spirit, which is a very basic one, but that's what drugged me into Nirvana, and it made me want to be a singer, bro. I can't lie.
Dude, no, I totally agree with you. I mean, like, I feel like Kurt Cobain, especially for me, was one of the biggest inspirations for me to start playing guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just to have a garage band. I'm jealous of people that just have a basic garage band, bro. Because, like, you're telling me you have the drummer, the guitarist, and the bass player, and the vocalist. Like,
in one place.
Yeah, it's so hard to gather all that, too. Like, I've tried multiple times to start a band. I've asked you to start a band, bro. I want you to be my bass player, remember? Bass player.
Yes, yeah, I did. See, here's the thing. I don't own a bass, but what put me on it at that time was I wanted to know how to, and I wanted to learn. So I figured, getting in the band scene, would really, push me to do that. But then I started playing guitar a little bit more. I started playing acoustic a little bit more, and I started to play more and more and more. And I started to get, decent enough to know what I was doing. So I kind of quit the bass route.
Yeah. I think playing guitar is way more fun than playing the bass. Just my personal opinion, though.
It is, but I think the bass is simpler. I definitely think it's simpler because you just have 4 strings. You have 6 on the acoustic or the electric, whatever you play.
I was always jealous of people that were able to play 46 and 2 by Tool. like the bass for that, I was always so jealous because it's just so good, bro.
Man, I gotta say this was quite the episode. I love
Very
music. I always have, and but I do believe we are running up our time here. So
it was a very good episode, though. Very good episode.
it was.
Good conversation,
I enjoyed
man.
Very good conversation.
This was the first episode. Very fun to do. Like I said, bro, me and this dudes have conversations for hours in second block, so it's very simple to upkeep a conversation. Thank you guys for tuning in, and see you in the next episode. Peace.